What happened to your shades, man?
Hey, man, I lost my shades.
Yeah.
Directing from the side and forgot. Looked up and went, ah!
No, he had to go out in the hallway and get his Mountain Dew because you can't have soft drinks in here.
Yeah, you can't have soft
But you
drinks
can have
in
hard drinks. No, I'm
That's
just kidding.
right.
It's just water.
So that voice you're hearing is an old friend to the Austin music scene.
How's it going,
Switch
y'all?
it, Bob. I love him.
Well, you know, how's it going, y'all?
Hey, what's up?
Matt Meshbane, Chris Carrillo, the Mad Mexican, right over here.
Right over there.
Well, Chris and I met, I think, I don't know, back in around 90 or so, 89, 90, at the Black Cat. We used to hang out at the back area of the Black Cat around the bonfire and listen to Soul Hat and Gingerbread Man and Two Hoots and a Holler and Ian Moore and stuff and smoke stuff around the fire.
I was in the cigars at that time.
Yeah, they had a really nice hand-rolled cigar shop next door. I can't remember what it was called. It was a good place.
Like
Yeah.
well, that was back in the day of Joe's Generic Bar, too.
Yeah, Joe's Generic. As a matter of fact, I just saw Jana Bobana. Hey, Ja.
No way.
Yeah. I just came from the hole in the wall. I'm going to go back there later tonight because Leo Rondu's back in town.
Wow.
And he's been on tour. He usually holds down Mondays down there, and I think he's leaving again in a couple weeks. So
you got to catch him while you can.
I'm going to catch him while I can. But on top of that, the Vocatones are playing out of Orange County, California.
Dude.
I just talked to Michael, however he wants to be called. Shout out to you, and they're a great band.
That's
So it's going to be pretty cool. So I really, we're going to talk about this, and you should come over there with me, and we'll have a good time. You
I got to study, dude. I'm going Plato.
Well, okay. I guess I'm soloing over to
That's right.
the show without you then.
I have my green marker.
So what did you have me down here for today anyway? Because
I don't
was
know,
just
man.
hanging
I
around.
guess we're going to talk about this forbidden fruit. They got pole dancing. They got a thing called blow him away. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what he's talking about. He's talking about pole dancing. He never mentioned that to me on the phone.
At fruit.
Matter of fact, he didn't even really call me. I think he just texted me.
Did I text you? Oh no, I Facebooked you.
You Facebook?
Dude, that's oh my god.
Oh yeah. He IM'd me.
So I was like at school. I feel like
That's
such a
kinda silly.
freaking girl, man. So I was at school and I just talked to Bob. They're like, well, what are you gonna do at the show tonight? I was like, I don't know.
See, that's how much he cares about you, Austin.
Well,
what are you gonna do at the show tonight?
No, I didn't talk to anybody else. I've been
I don't know.
studying, dude.
I
I got to school this morning at 9 this morning, and then just barely got out like this afternoon, and then got some stuff together for. But I talked to, in the middle of that. I talked to you, got you nailed down. So I saw that. So I was looking on
Moving the
Facebook.
ball forward, as it were. Right.
Well, I was putting out a thing that I was putting out a little piece of paper at the Rio Grande campus about if people wanted to come out and help on the show or whatever, if they had topics that they wanted to talk about on the show, to contact us at uplateAustin, which is open to anybody. So in the middle of doing that, I got on my Facebook for some reason. I was going to copy something that I'd written before because it was worded really good.
Okay. Wrap it up. What?
Sorry. So anyway, so I just happened to look up and I was going to email that to a couple of
man.
people. I know.
He just rambles. Come on.
So anyways, when I was 3, no.
Anyway,
So I saw Matt was on Facebook. So I went, "Hey, dude, what are you doing?" And he was like, "Nothing." I was like, "You want to be on the show tonight and talk about the?" I'm sorry, what were we going to talk about?
oh, we were gonna talk. I think you wanted to talk about the 3 Degrees Festival.
Oh my God, the what?
The 3 Degrees Fest. It's a new festival that's going to be held in Austin next year, and
3 Degrees.
I think that's what you
Fest.
wanted to talk about,
I
right?
think that's what I want to talk about.
Well, you want me to give you a little history of it because
Because I'm going to look in this
I can
book.
tell
It's
you.
got 80,000 of the who's who of all kinds of Austin bands in here. Who
Basically,
Matt knows
basically about 10 years ago, I was, I've lived in Austin for like 30 years, and I've always gone out to see shows. Like I said, I met Chris like at the Black Cat back in 80s, late 80s or something like that.
That's
and,
crazy.
It must, because remember when Ian Moore was playing at that little place? Do y'all remember when Black Cat was a little further down the block on 6th Street than the burned out shell that remains right now? There was like a skinnier, smaller bar, but it had like a tip jar over the band, and you could pull the string. Right. Like it was on a pulley, and you could put the tips in it, and it was just high enough to where nobody could steal the money, but you could put money in it. Yeah. I don't know why clubs don't do that anymore either. Isn't that seem like
cool?
I haven't seen one club do that since.
Clean because everybody can see it, but
Right? Yeah, it keeps everybody on the up and up too. It's like if you want to be cool and support live music, you can actually everybody can see you doing it because you have to reach up. And anyway, I've lived here for like a long time, and I left for a while to join the Navy. That's where I got these glasses. These are like boot camp glasses. And
really?
And I left because I wanted to learn how to fix electronics and amps and PAs. So I lived on a ship and fixed the ship's PAs and all the intercom boxes and telephone systems and alarm systems and navigation systems.
He was on the back with a fishing pole.
For for like 2 years, 9 months, and 17 days. Or something like that. Well, something like that.
That's probably
I wasn't counting.
You knew that. Yeah.
And when I came back to Austin, it's like when I left, I had a tab at the Black Cat. I was getting in every single bar for free just because I was there so much. And, I would always pay my money back to the Black Cat so I could go get a 6-pack at the bar instead of waiting in line. That was like, you just don't want to wait in line because you want to be on the front row. And, when I got back out of the Navy, I didn't know the door guys anymore. I still knew Paul Sessom Sr. and, went to high school with, Sasha and Paul and all them. But you always have different door people. So all of a sudden I was like getting charged to cover for bands that I've never heard of. So I went and bought a day planner, like one of those that you buy at Home Depot, or not Home Depot, Office Depot,
Right.
And I just started bringing that with me whenever I went out to go see a show.
Yeah.
And I would walk up to the door guy and say, "Hey, man, I'm just here to meet the band. I need to talk to them for a few minutes." And they go on in, no cover. And
because you're working.
Because I'm working, you know what I mean? And I would go if I liked the band, if I thought they were worth it. I would get the phone number. I would write down all the names of the band members while they were all standing there, and then get at least a few phone numbers, if not all. And I'd write down what instrument they played and all that stuff. And then I'd say, "Look, I might be calling you sometime about doing a show, so is that cool?" And they'd say yes. So I did that for about 6 months, and I got a pretty good list of about 40 killer bands, right? Wow. That were all relevant at the time. And I went to all the clubs. I went to the White Rabbit, Emos, the Black Cat. What else was around at the time? I didn't ever book anything. I didn't book anything at Joe's because they had blues. It was covered,
Flamingo Cantina.
I did Flamingo Cantina, and then Red Eyed Fly, Room 710 started coming up, and Beerland started coming up. This is all before Beerland and before 710, and
this is all way before that.
Mm-hmm. This is actually
Steamboat.
No, it was after Steamboat. Anyway, you get the idea. I've kept in touch with all those people for the last 25 years.
So the time between Steamboat and then the Red River District kicking out.
Yeah.
But all those bars, even still, were smoking at the time. Was it the Ace of Clubs or something? 6 of Clubs? Had bands up there for 10 seconds.
Anyway, I'm sure a lot of you will probably ban me from yours soon anyway, but that's just
because of the hair, man.
I know. I need to do something.
This whole Ray Wiley Hubbard thing, which I love. Although because I used to be kind of gritty looking and stuff. I still got the sorry. Well, the hair was much longer back then. I tell you that much.
Oh, you were mentioning Black Cat. Martian just recently got married.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did he really?
Martian got married. Yeah. Martian Sessoms. That's weird, man. People are getting older.